Hello everyone, your Royce here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, I'm going to feature the last Sansevieria species that was found in Pemba, Mozambique. So this is the type 4. What I'm showing you right now is an inflorescence or flower bloom or a flower spike that has been already growing for a week. So right now it is taking a form of conical shape, and you would not be able to see the flower tubes yet, but in the succeeding pictures I would be able to show you that the flower tubes would start to show itself, and they would grow apart from each other, especially in this picture. So in this picture, the bracts are being left behind, and then the flower tubes are starting to grow apart from each other. And this picture, though, is my own specimen of Sansevieria Pemba type 4. So this is the first day of the flower spike growing. So you can barely see it because it is enclosed with the petiole of the leaf. So Pemba type 4 has also some sort of a petiole. Now the next picture is also our specimen, and we were able to successfully cross pollinate it with Horwood and Nena. So in the following clips, I would be discussing the inflorescence of Pemba type 4. So unfortunately, most of the pictures that I took of regarding the transformation of the flower spike has been accidentally deleted from the phone. I'm not sure what happened, but Abby was able to save some pictures of for me, although it's not on a daily basis, but it is still important parts of the transformation of the flower spike of Sansevieria Pemba type 4. So, like I mentioned, I've already featured type 1 to 3. The succeeding day or yesterday, I was able to upload Pemba type 3 for you. So, right now, I'm featuring the last species of Sansevieria that was found in Pemba, Mozambique, because there are just 4 types of this species that was found in Pemba. Like I mentioned, there is another Sansevieria species that was named Pemba Bay, but I'm not sure if it's the same species as the 4 types of Pemba that was collected by Abate Batista. So I already mentioned on the previous videos that it was Abate Batista who collected the 4 types of Sansevieria species that was found in Pemba, Mozambique, and it was given to one of my fellow collector in from Indonesia, which is Sofifi Gunarto. So she was able to send some to a fellow collector, which is Abby. Abby was the one who shared to me this video clip showing the inflorescence of Pemba type 4 that is already or has already grown in height, and the flower tubes have already formed and grown apart from each other. So on the early stages, from what I recall, the flower spike started with just or it started growing like a crab pincer, and it was enclosed uh, on the or in the petiole of one long leaf. I will perhaps show you my own specimen at the end part of this content, but it the flower spike started as something like a crab pincer looking form. So as the days goes by, it would grow in length, and the crab pincer would start to grow from it a cone-like structure, which you cannot still see what I'm showing you right now, which is already showing you the clustered flower tubes above the flower bracts. So you cannot still see them, or they're not evident yet in that form, wherein you will just see a conical structure of or on top of the flower stalk. So this one is footage, my own footage of our own footage of the Pemba or Sansevieria SP Pemba type 4, which we caught blooming. So it is in time lapse because, as I recall, it would take about 1 to 2 hours for them to complete the blooming sequence. So this last clip before we move on to our specimen, and we will gather data with regards to the characteristics of Sansevieria SP Pemba type 4. This one is a video of Sansevieria SP Pemba type 4 in full bloom. So as you can see, it grown a very tall stalk. So I will recall in the notes and perhaps put it on the side or the right hand side of the content for notes with regards to the inflorescence height and the flowers per cluster, how many flower tubes are growing in one cluster that are attached to the flower stalk. We will also I will try to recall how I measured the flower tubes because if memory serves me correctly, the flower tubes would be at 3 to 3.5 inches in length. So that's how long the flower tubes of Sansevieria Pemba type 4 is. I also lost the video of our own specimen. We're in that video I took the details, or I took measurements of the flower stalk. It was accidentally removed from my phone, so fortunately Abby was able to send me these pictures, and two of the videos were in. One was still in flower tube form, and this one is in full bloom form, so, or face. So aside from that, I have nothing to add. So the next part will be our own specimen. So please stay tuned as I will be presenting to you our own specimen of Sansevieria SP Pemba type 4. Alright folks, so we're back, and this is the part wherein I promised that I will be showing our own specimen of Sansevieria Pemba type 4. And among the 4 types of Pemba species that was found in Mozambique, type 4 can be scarcely found available in the market. So there are only few collectors who have them. It is the rarest of the 4 types of species that was found in Pemba, Mozambique. And this is our specimen. It is a tall specimen, and later on I can take data with regards to the leaf length and the leaf width, and I am actually moving backwards so I can show you how tall Sansevieria SP Pemba type 4 can get. So among the 4 types of Pemba species that I have collected, Pemba type 4 so far has the longest or has grown the longest leaf for me. And like you mentioned, in a bit we will be taking measurements with regards to leaf width and also leaf length, or how long the leaf of my specimen will be. We'll find out about that later on. So this is actually the front part of the leaf. So this is the pattern. You would actually observe that there are still the same pattern. You would see that this pattern, longitudinal lines that are scattered among the leaf, or scattered all throughout the leaf. And then there are some, if you could consider it mottlings or bandings, I'm not sure, because they look, for me they look like there are darker parts across. From this part you would see that's the darker part. This is a darker part, but sorta when you I can't barely point out the pattern, but what I can say is that there are excessive longitudinal lines, and there might be a mottled part on the back part of the leaf before you get the this is the base color of the leaf. It's silvery, and actually we can check the back part of the leaf, so I can show you what I mean by mentioning silvery. So this is actually the back part of the leaf, which is, like I mentioned, silvery, and you can see that there actually, let me take that back, it's not banded, but it is it has a mottled pattern. You can see that the back part is pale green in color or silvery. Then you would see these darker outlines that will make, or the pattern will show you that, or shows that it is mottled instead of being banded, because banded, if it's banded, you would see the dark patch across the leaf, but this one is forming like a round outline over the silver base color of the leaf. And then you'd also see the thicker longitudinal lines on the back part of the leaf. So that's how you can identify Sansevieria Pemba type 4. So in the market, there are also sellers that would try to sell you Sansevieria Pemba type 4. So may this video help you out in discovering what is being sold for you. And this is going back, this is the front part, since we are able to clearly describe by checking the back part. The front part is actually harder because of the excessive longitudinal lines as compared to the back part, which is having just minimal mottlings and minimal longitudinal lines compared to excessive longitudinal lines found in front. So actually they kind of resemble still somewhat a wave-like pattern that is very similar to the readings of the seismograph when you're reading the intensity of earthquakes. So it's sort of that a wavelength that is very erratic. That's how I would describe the longitudinal lines that are present on the front part of the leaf. So some of the collectors or some of my colleagues, they are actually the ones, especially Miss Fifi. She's the one who told me that it's better to check the back part of the leaf or the abaxial for you to figure out what type of Pemba is being sold to you or what type of Pemba is in your collection. And it was really a valuable advice coming from one of our good friends in Indonesia. So folks, we have discussed the pattern, so let's try to check the surface texture. When you feel it vertically, it's somewhat smooth, but if you feel it horizontally, it's also smooth, but you would feel the bumps that are caused by the darker pattern, which is kind of having a protruding surface. So that's the adaxial part of the leaf. The back part is actually slightly rough, and that's feeling it horizontal and vertical, and lesser bumps because there are lesser longitudinal lines present on it. For example, these ones. So they sort of create protruding surface when you feel it horizontally. So I guess that's it for the leaf surface, leaf texture of the Sansevieria SP Pemba type 4. The sides of the leaf, you would also see this brownish outline. This is how the leaf tip looks like, still having the brownish outline all the way to the top. And next is I'll have to take measurements, so I'll have to check or clip the camera so we can get measurements from our species, so or from our specimen. So again, the first one that we'll take is the leaf width, and I'm measuring 3.8. There you go, 3.8. Now moving back, focusing on the plant, and next would be the height of the leaf, and it is, I think it is 29 inches or 29.1 inches, so it's over 2 feet. I'm not sure if it can reach 3 feet, but it's just measuring 29.1 of an inch. So folks, I guess we are okay with the data that we have collected for Sansevieria Pemba type 4. So I guess there's nothing left to discuss, or folks, if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you have enjoyed watching or like what you see, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel as well. So this is it for this content. Thank you for watching, and you have a great day.